Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BBVTV for the final. Bowls Victoria's Champion Estate Pennant for 2025 for the midweek competition. TALLYGAROOPNA representing Goulburn Murray up against KYNETON. On behalf of Ballarat Highlands, end one has just commenced. Leeds bowls have just gone down. That was the bowl of Glenn Gascoigne. That's the orange and black half bowl. The green bowl is that of Glenn Poosty. TALLYGAROOPNA, he's leading. Greg Rowan plays second. Mick Hanna play third, and Dave Daws will skip the rink. For KYNETON, Glenn Gascoigne lead. Christine Plowman second, David Kennedy third, and Greg Podesta will skip the rink. My name's Tony Sherwell, and Sammy Rogers is in commentary with me this afternoon. Afternoon, Sam.
What a wild way to finish sectional play just moments ago. Obviously, we knew that Tally just had to get within 11 or a better result, and that was enough for them. And well, they made hard work of it. They got to within 15. They got to, what did Dupuck get, 15 ahead?
15 in front with a few ends to go.
15 in front, and then managed to claw their way back and scrape through. So they get through by 4 score differences. Well, it was in the end. Shots up, and Section 2 madness. Absolute madness. KYNETON are through. They've won 3 of their 5 games. That wouldn't happen too often in a Champion Estate Pennant. The winning side in a 6-team section with 3 wins. And saying that, Murray Downs, remarkably, have only finished a win behind them, and then finished last.
Won both their games today, Murray Downs. Wins over Trafalgar and then Wangaratta to round out rounds 4 and 5. It was literally a blanket over the field, and we all had no idea who was going to win that section, Sam. We had computations and calculations written all over our scrapbooks, and we still had no idea, which isn't unusual, maybe. Nonetheless, KYNETON are through, TALLYGAROOPNA are through. And we have 15 end, 3 rinks of 15 ends, 45 ends total, no time limit to decide the Champion Estate Pennant for 2025 for the midweek competition. Coming to you live via BVTV, thanks to the generous support of Moama Bowling Club and Dandenong Club. I welcome all your comments on both YouTube and Facebook.
Sort of the thing that needed to happen for the other teams to have a chance of making the final was Trafalgar getting a result against Ocean Grove, which looked unlikely for the most part. I reckon Ocean Grove hit the front by close to 10 at one stage, and then just got a run of ends on late. Home, well, I mean, comfortably in the end on the scoreboard. They've won by 6 shots, so that opens up for Bendigo East. They beat KYNETON, they're home. Same sort of story. Ahead by half a dozen or throw at also at the halfway mark. Result overturned. KYNETON through.
Manny Riccardi on Facebook reminding us his tips were correct. He did back KYNETON yesterday. TALLYGAROOPNA as well. Tally holding 1. First end, David Daws will make that 2. Greg Podesta makes his way down to the mat end. Other matches, Mark Ryan will take on Conrad Dawson, and Matty Robinson will take on Ant Matheson. Follow along on Bowls Link for end-by-end scores. Ryan Hogg with a big bomb over on the far rink. This is Greg Podesta on the mat now. Good afternoon to you, Warren Fairjones, watching from Collie via Facebook. Jimmy Yates in the background, a little bit of bowls at royalty. Just get this head end shot. See, Greg Podesta's bowl just settling in behind. Cut one out. Wait for confirmation. Well done to all these players on this rink, standing very wide, giving us good camera angles. Very much appreciated. David Daws with his second pill of end one.
It's a simmer.
Oh, just gets the wrong side of the Greg Podesta bowl.
Good effort, very close.
Greg Podesta looks to be lining
Loves a running shot.
a bit of weight. He does. Going early. Getting nothing of any real impact. We'll wait for official confirmation, but this looks to be one to TALLYGAROOPNA. Third spending a little bit of time over this to make sure. Going to put the tape on it. David Kennedy with the honours. It's Greg Podesta's bowl, the red and black-white speckle. Let's see if we can get some people out of the road of the camera. They just get right in the way. Confirmed as one. We are underway. David Daws picks up a single on end one, Samuel. Who's your pick in this one? I'm going to go Tally.
If
Who are you
you
thinking?
come into this game think it'll be one-sided and that Tally will win, I think that Kyneton will make it very close, and if they don't win, can't see Tally winning by more than 6.
There you go. You heard it there. You're a very fine judge of lawn bowls, Sammy.
Conrad Dawson in some good form, fired up as well. Yeah, Glennie just missing the weight after a good opening bolt. Battle of the G lens. Gascoigne looking at 2 feet. Randy's own is good. Two to Anthony Matheson, who is taking on Mark Ryan, as you see on Bowling. The graphic. Get that sorted very shortly. And on the far ring, Conrad Dawson taking on a Robbo. And we saw earlier on. 2 Robbo on the first end, so 3-2 to Tally after an end played on each rink. How good's that? Greg Rowan makes sure of 2. Gives a little bit of a target for Chris to play up through, though. Shot nonetheless. Just wants a nice result now. Sit and stay and falls down for shot. How good. Converts that well. Couple down to 1 up.
Same again, mate. If you touch the jack, it's a bonus. This hand, mate. Trying to match that one. Short of my foot. You can draw the shot there. Easy. Get a bit of it. Well done, buddy. Okay. Yes, Denise. Good. Good, mate.
Kind of still holding on to the 1. It's the good work of Chris Plowman.
Come down, mate. Follow that in. You touch the jack, you make 3. Mate, flat now, mate.
No change in Greg Podesta. Happy with the way that's set up. You're going to try and load up out to this right-hand side. They've got a few there already. Just make Dawsy think about the speed he's playing, although he's going to end up short and not impact anything. So see enough weight to sit the shot ball through and hang around. So he doesn't want to over the jack. If he plays with enough weight, he might get it through the jack and right out into the open.
Well, mate, no excuse. Throw the jack into there.
Still no change, and once again, KYNETON and Greg has played scored inside. Yeah, it won't be in, still 1, but they've got a heat there, so Dawsey. Careful, backhand draw looks tough. I think I'll be ripping one up there to make sure if he gets it through the jack that it's getting all the way through.
I like your thinking, Sammy. So does Dave Daws. It's got to get down from there, though. No change.
Oh, even the outside little bit through the jack would have been enough for that speed. Four of his own, close. Great shot. Only one, but they'll take that. And Chris Plowman's shot with the second ball in. Stays there the whole time. An even start in this final. Pretty sure in the first game this morning, I saw Glenn playing third in this rink. I have to go back and check that out. He was, so they've changed this rink around slightly since earlier on. Peter Ryan was leading. He's now... how do I say that in the nicest way possible?
Not sure.
Not in the team. Ooh.
being rested.
Anyway, Glenn's back to lead, and Dave Candy's gone from second to Matho to third in this ring.
And Fair Jones asking on Facebook who we're going for. I think TALLYGAROOPNA is going to win. Sam says don't sleep on KYNETON.
Well, let's ask JT what he thinks. Josh?
Do we have a crickets sound effect? Or a car driving away sound effect? JT's gone. We can only afford him for half a day these days. Nice little friendly walk there for Christine Plowman. Christine Plowman on the mat now for her second. First one sits right on the jack. Yeah, excellent call by you, Michael Clark, on Facebook. Something very soft by JT. No stamina like us too, Sammy. That's why we like Clarkie.
Who said that?
Michael Clark.
Oh, yes.
Could be one of the best new commentators in the business. Need to see more of him, or hear more of him at least. Eddie Robertson picks up the opening two ends over on the far rink, leads 3-0 over Conrad Dawson. And Matheson also picks up the opening two ends for KYNETON. So squaring us all up 4 shots apiece overall. Bill Taylor's cheering on Tally, watching on YouTube. There's Mick gone here. Nice bowl. Sits just in behind. Shot still with KYNETON. Sammy's up and about. He loves this. There's nothing better than champion a state pennant, particularly midweek. Tally taking on KYNETON. Nice bowl from David Kennedy.
Jumper off, jumper on weather all day, Sherwin. Yeah, all day.
It's a good call by you. It's just been one of those days when the sun's out, it's very warm. When it's not, not so warm. Afternoon to you, Sarah Mansfield Matheson. She's cheering on TALLYGAROOPNA.
Oh, when you said Matheson's surname, I just assumed it'll be...
No, different. They have an E in the Matheson surname. Wife of Shane Matheson, who's played a bit with Brian Hogg over the journey. Derek Anderson on Facebook saying, go the broccoli. That's what Tally's often referred to. This is Greg Podesta on the mat. I've been told to call him Gregorius from Elphinstone.
Sorry?
Say that again. Gregorius from Elphinstone. Well, he lives in Elphinstone.
No, but who's told you that? From Greg himself?
Somebody.
Well, then you shouldn't say it. You should check with the person beforehand.
Oh, right. I just believe everything everyone says. Like old mate from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, that's it.
You can't tell me that's not true.
David.
David Daws looking for contact on the shot bowl to get the jack back. And does.
Sticks with it as well. Beautiful conversion.
This is Gregorius from Elphinstone on the mat, a.k.a. Greg Podesta.
Ooh.
Doesn't like that one. Straight out of the hand, he knew that one was not what he wanted.
He's playing a backhand searcher, trying to get underneath Glenn's in that little Portland and sit it through. Very, very tough shot. Wasn't much on, and only one down. Was he with 2 feet to draw a forehand to add?
Jack back's okay too. One just a little bit soft. Won't trouble the scorers, so Tally will pick up another single. 3 of 15 ends in the book for the 2025 Champion of State Pennant. David Daws leading Greg Podesta 2-1. TALLYGAROOPNA up 5-4 overall after just 7 ends.
Up the Gregorius.
Chris Monk is watching on YouTube and he said David Kennedy playing 3 here used to play 3 for me up in Queensland Premier League reserves for Burleigh Heads. Lovely bloke. So there you go.
Respect.
We like it. We also like Cheapy, who's in the comments, watching on Facebook.
And Pelt.
Saying go KYNETON. He was in the KYNETON team for weekend Champion of State Pennant. One of 3 clubs to qualify for both weekend and midweek. It's a great achievement in and of itself. Of course, we're here at the home of bowls, Moama Bowling Club, their May Carnival starting shortly. Head to the moamabowlingclub.com.au website for all details and how you can get your hands on some of the $50,000 prize pool.
That almost sounded half professional by you then.
Oh, thank you, Samuel.
Not bad.
David Daws asking his leader, Glenn Poosty, to add 3 feet. Ask and you shall receive. Not a bad effort for Swooper. Shannon Beer is in the Facebook comments as well, saying let's get around the KYNETON Bowling Club. There's a good feeling around KYNETON Bowls Club. Simon Buckley saying Plowman group chat's just been informed Christine is in the Champion of State Pennant final, so prepare for 3,000 more viewers.
Good.
I like it.
Good.
Brendan Elliott says afternoon Sam and Tony. He's tipping TALLYGAROOPNA. And Matheson picks up another single.
Vintage Maxi. He's been rolling back the clock all week.
Maxi, is that his nickname?
Yep.
Oh, I did not know that. Greg Rowan finds his own bowl and promotes it up. In for shot. Holding 3. Christine Plowman, who brings her own 3,000 viewers. Yeah, very good weight was the call from Greg Podesta. Spot on. Can get a little sticky out wide on this ring. Gotta make sure you keep a tighter line more than wide.
Tricky little draw out to Jack High here. not
by
tricky
Mick
at
Hanna.
all. The Hanna. That's number 1.
I'm really wrestling with not calling him Mill. It's probably before your time. Mill Hanna played for Carlton. Yep.
What, played 9
Yes,
games. That's cool.
What?
I don't know who that is, man.
There's Carlton people everywhere chucking their TVs out the window.
$990, all the same.
Can't believe you had to Google Mill Hanna. Well, I can because you're useful, and I'm not.
That's the greatest comment of all time.
We really should have a microphone on David Daws. He's a funny man. He's just said something to the effect of, gee, I'm going to have to say that you can bowl after this.
I think it was more people are going to think you can bowl
Was
after
that what
this.
it was?
Yeah.
That was after Mick Hanna.
That's
Another
amusing.
one in. Tally's holding quite a number here.
Oh, this one into
This
the
one's
pack.
not going to get around, so
Might be a bit of damage control here.
yeah. Gregorius from Elphinstone. He's got a little bit of work to do.
Glorious. Stop calling him that.
Well, that's what I've been told to call him. He played in the Vic development squad back in the early 2000s.
Former Yarraville Footscray. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, of course you did. What's happening?
Cheapy's just said, watch out, commentators. Johnny's on his way.
David. People might think David can bowl after this as well.
Maybe on the e-scooter.
Yes, the e-scooter's been given a good run around this week.
It certainly has. All right, Greg Podesta on his way down to the mat. Matty Robertson has just picked up a 3 on the far rink. Now leads 6-0 over Conrad Dawson.
Yeah, I've seen him play way more often than not when he's in trouble. That seems to be his go-to.
Yeah, it certainly is. He's got some contact. There's Jackson bowls and everything. Balls going everywhere. And I didn't see. I think it went straight out of bounds or through someone's shin. One of the two.
Such a good result to get this angle up the front.
Bowl, off bowl, onto bowl, outside ways and gone. Rack 'em up. We'll set 'em up again. Ray just saying that maybe Johnny Robertson needs a blanket. It's a bit cold down here. I think that's what you mean. So if you haven't seen Champion Estate Pennant before, all of these sides have won their local pennant competitions within their region. That gives them the opportunity to come and fight it out for a state title. TALLYGAROOPNA won for Goulburn Murray. And KYNETON won on behalf of Ballarat Highlands in their midweek competitions. And they've beaten off 10 other competitors to make it to the final. Let's see. One of the teams crowned the state champion for 2025. Swipper starting off well.
Joey Leah, huge bowl next door, couple down, trail the jack, and that's a really good 2. To imagine they're going to be on the board after this end.
Reasonable response here on the stream brink. Glennie Gascoigne
Yeah, right.
saying, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, it's not far. Attempts.
Just hear the wind in our effects, Mike. It's probably the windiest day we've had.
No weekend, Sunday night sort of crowd, but fair few.
It's reasonable, actually, isn't it? Yeah. Behind the head, there's still a big contingent from Trafalgar sitting behind the cameras on the right-hand side. Christine Plowman with a good track. Just needs to add about 5 feet.
Hog's Breath Cafe is back.
They like it when Hoggy does something good, don't they? Hog Dog, as they call him. Skip it by Rob Dog. Oh, how's that for a bite? Do as you please, Greg Rowan.
Ash Rowan's dad.
Is it? I wondered if it is, but you were just making that up, aren't you? And I've fallen hook, line and sinker, haven't I?
Look, I don't think it is.
Why, you oughta. Christine getting one through. It's not a band home. There we go, nice clear call from David Daws. Wanting Mickey Hanna to get somewhere around that orange and black half bowl. That's where the jack's going. Pretty much a toucher. Nicely called, nicely played, David Daws and Mick Hanna. Fair effort here from David Kennedy.
Up
Gets
again.
the jack a little bit sideways. Could be worth 2.
Could have probably flicked it to a better position. Could have gone with it.
Just the one is the call from the great Bobby Carlson, who's paddling this match. And a shout out to Barry Cuttress and Johnny Roberts, who are umpiring the match as well.
Bobby who?
Bobby Carlson.
Oh,
is
sorry.
over
Yeah. Had a headset issue.
Barry Cuttress is the Moama-based umpire, and Johnny Roberts is over there next to the scoreboard.
5 seconds going early. Looking for the shot bowl. Still 5 seconds. 1, 3, 4, 5.
5 seconds of autumn. You said you were young. Tally picks up the end on the rink next door. Not sure how many shots it was. Did you see Samwell? 3
But
confirmed.
sometimes I was going to say this week and weekend I've used the scoring app to go off what is happening.
Good thinking. Team 2, we need to go and have a word to them.
Who is listed as Team 2 in this?
Team 2 is the strength.
Yeah, it is.
Right, Greg Podesta on the mat.
Ooh, conservative weight.
It's a good weight though.
K-Town have everything passed here. Tricky to get jack movement. Will Dawsy run the risk?
One to TALLYGAROOPNA is the call. Confirmed by David Daws to what looks like Guy Madigan sitting behind the rink.
All of it.
Forehand. Still nothing past the jack.
Afternoon to you, Brian Sheard. Yeah, should be a ripper. TALLYGAROOPNA been in very good form. They did suffer one defeat in sectional play at the hands of Deer Park by about 9 shots or thereabouts, maybe 10. But other than that, they haven't dropped one. Podesta. Looks like this is a bit more purpose, Samwell. As you say, everything behind is KYNETON's. Big weight collisions off the front. No real change, I don't believe. He did flop his own bowl down. We'll wait for thirds to agree on the score. We're on end number 4 of 15. So Matty Robertson continues a very strong start on the far rink, picks up another single. That's all 4 ends going the way of TALLYGAROOPNA for Matty Robertson over Conrad Dawson from KYNETON. Good camera work here from Josh. Fantastic.
Oh.
Look at this. You can nearly see what he's thinking.
Oh, we didn't know how close it was, but how on earth have they scored there?
A little bit of rattle around from Greg Podesta's
I
drive.
think Dawsey knew that as well based off his reaction.
Yeah, he did enough. 7-0 to Matty Robertson over Conrad Dawson. And Matheson for KYNETON, leading Mark Ryan 4-3 in the middle rink. And our streamed rink here, 2 apiece. Afternoon to you, Brian Bacon. Is Brian Hogg playing? Yes, Brian is playing. He's playing third to Matty Robertson on the far rink. He's currently leading 7-0 after 4, playing pretty well is Hoggy.
Thank you, Brian.
This is a short jack for mine. What do you think, Sam? I say it's short. You say short or you say it's good?
In.
Okay. You say it's in, I say it's short. I mean, you did take the time to do some very precise measuring with your hands. Yeah, proper short. Proper short.
What? How far? Bob, find out how far short that was, please.
2.5 feet short is the signal.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. So TALLYGAROOPNA will dictate end length here.
Brilliant, mate. Bring back Sam Nemeth. That's what I say.
You're going to get yourself in trouble. Now, John is watching on YouTube.
Hey, Johnny.
I'll be there soon with the voice.
Oh, actually, John. Oh, brilliant.
He's on his way.
Good.
He told us.
Good.
Jeff Graham's watching on Facebook saying, greetings from Mackay in North Queensland. Great to see 2 country clubs make it through to the grand final.
Lovely part of the world, Mackay, by the way.
It is.
Never been there, but
I've been to Mackay a number of times. I went and watched the National Disabilities Championships there one year. I even went there on a holiday one other time. But it is nice to see 2 country clubs battling it out for a state title. KYNETON and TALLYGAROOPNA.
Well, chances are that it's usually country or regional clubs that are going to be in the final. Not always works out that way, though.
Not always. Just hear a little bit of wind in our effects mics every now and again. It's not crazy by any stretch, but might just have an impact every now and again. Glennie Gascoigne will be a little bit disappointed with his bowls on this 5th end. He'll have an opportunity to correct for the next 10, 15 end matches here. And his namesake, He'll be a little disappointed with that one. Does get a slightly friendly roll forward. Evening to you, Tam Greg, watching from Edinburgh in Scotland. Warren Fair-Jones saying stop breathing, Abby.
How about stop breathing?
Oh. I think that might be the wind. But you probably know that because he did put a lol at the end of it, which could be lots of love or could be laugh out loud.
Not bad. Ash Rowan Senior. Yeah, draws a shot, but still leaves some room.
This is Christine Plowman on the mat. There's the shot bowl already. This one looks a little bit nicer. Just got to get under the bowl and does.
Partner in crime, Adrian, who has been here watching all week, can play bowls.
Can he? He can't today.
No, well, he's not allowed to. There he is.
Is that Adrian down there?
Yep.
Can play bowls, I can tell by looking at him.
Yep.
Good correction here from Greg Rowan. Unfortunately for him, just halves the jack over to Christine Plowman's bowl.
Bit unfortunate.
Little bit. Greg Podesta likes this. David Kennedy. It's very peaceful without JT here telling us how many titles he's won.
He's been up and about this week, Josh.
He certainly has.
Very up and about. Good to see.
Picked up another title last week, he did. A little champion. B7, B8 para singles champion of the state.
He kept it on the low for most of the week until last night.
Oh, it was out of control last night. David Kennedy is not quite getting there. What's Mick Hanna done here? Is he going to get through this gap? He is.
Wow, he replaces their own on the respot. That's good if there is a respot,
Which
there won't be unless we kill this and for the next couple of hours.
Well, no, there's not even a time limit.
We just keep killing it this way. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, there's no time limit with the
No,
final.
unless we're here until next year.
Oh, yeah. That would be a problem. What's the latest ever game at Champion State Pennant? You finished in the dark a few years? Surely the Shep Golf, the other, was that Region Sides though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Region Sides.
Yeah.
There.
Already killed a few ends there.
Anne Whitehead's watching on YouTube here on BVTV.
On what?
YouTube. Says it's been a great week of bowling. Thank you for the fantastic streaming. It's our absolute pleasure. Of course, we couldn't do it without our partners, Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Club. Look at this for a track from Greg Podesta. Gregorius of Elphinstone.
Stop saying that.
Okay. Huge fan of the Essendon Football Club.
Oh, yeah?
Podesta.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what does that matter?
Oh, maybe that's why he's got the black and red bowls.
Bring some relevancy.
Here's David Daws. I can never quite tell with Daws's set up whether he's going a full-blooded drive or a little weighted shot like this one. There's going to be some contact on some bowls, but not really much of a change. Greg Podesta. Christine Plowman still. The shot bowls. 3 in fact. to see Greg Podesta sporting the Bowl for Your Lives hoodie. Doing some great work. Shane and Cam from Bowl for Your Lives, raising awareness and some money for the Black Dog Institute for mental health support in bowls. Greg Podesta just a touch shy with that one, no change. Still holding 3 though, Kyneton. Playing in a Bowl for Your Lives event on Sunday, Samuel.
You are?
Yeah,
I knew you were. Mark Coleman forgot the last member of their team. I thought it was you. I'm glad he was looking forward to it so much he forgot who the 4th member of the team was.
Well, he might want to forget who the 4th member of the team was when he sees how I play on Sunday.
Tell him he's the new coach and he has to skip would be my advice.
Well, I don't think I'll be skipping. I think
Tell Mark that.
Trundle a couple down his lead. He can skip, or Shane can skip. I don't really mind, actually. Pat Schramm's having a little trundle with us as well. As Dave Daws makes his way back to the mat. 3 down. Again, playing with weight. Thinks they can either both go. Well, no change. You just wait for confirmation. It is confirmed as 3. Greg Podesta.
Okay.
The second end on the trot. We are 5 ends through this 15-end match.
They just need Conrad's rink to settle a touch and get themselves going, and
Well, Conrad's rink has
they're
just
good.
got another one.
Okay, or not.
5 ends gone. Yet to get on the board is Conrad, 8-0. And 3-5. Ant Matheson's just picked up another single as well.
Vintage.
Vintage Maxi.
You admit, sorry.
It's always a laugh with you, Samuel. End number 6. Still getting Clinton. Stop playing
That's not
with the voice
me.
effects.
What happens if I do this?
Now, Josh, why would you put those effects there?
Why would you ever tell Sam about the voice? Oh, goodness me.
No, don't. I've got some novices to stitch up next week.
Back to action here. Oh, goodness me. Good lead bowl from Glenn Poosty with his first. Here's his second. Looks to be a touch narrow, but it can get a little sticky and just hang around.
Ah, the old Brendan numbers. Underneath the jack and back flop.
You like it, do you?
Yeah.
That's his shot.
Brendan unders.
Unders, got it. Down with you. This is Christine Plowman. This is not a bad bowl here, Sam.
Oh,
Wow.
not bad. Good size.
You're welcome. Lovely bowl and gets the crowd up and about.
Good support for K-Town.
There is actually good support for K-Town. And Johnny hasn't even arrived yet. Greg Rowan just a little annoyed with himself. Left that one a touch short. He's still got one more to correct with though. Christine on a very similar track to her first. The first was a peach.
Christine, how you going? Oh, good shot. Played it positive. That
Too
was a
much with
call.
that. Yep. Greg Oh, just stamping his foot as if to say, slow down. Collects one of the Glen Poosty balls, sticks around.
Very close here.
Not bad at all.
DK.
David Kennedy.
Nice positive call, like it. Hey, how's he going
this
here?
too.
Old Dennis.
Nice bowling, David Kennedy.
Dennis.
DK. Coined a new nickname for him, Samuel. Tanner Arthur saying on Facebook, we need more Conrad Dawson on the stream.
Well, hey, Conrad actually said, no, put Greg on. So here we are. Oh, my goodness.
And Conrad's down 8 zip. So what a bowl from Mick Hanna. See this on the replay.
The Hannah.
Jack
Off
as
the
clean
back
as a
bowl,
whistle.
Chris as well, just to redirect where the touchy goes. Back towards where the Jack is in the ditch.
Nice bull.
There's the red marker up on the back. That's good. Never mind the white marker. We'll just get the red one.
Red one's good enough. I don't see colour.
All right, Robbo, who is yet to drop an end, was going to play weight, and I actually reckon one of the tally boys in the ring next door is just drifted after they've released the ball onto that ring. What do you call him? Gregorius?
Gregorius from
Gregorius,
Elphinstone.
sorry. Short. Oh, Robbo. Class above these.
Mark Ryan picks
That
up
was
a
a shot.
3.
All happening for Tally.
It
Big
is.
push.
Ashley Bramley asking on Facebook, who won out of East Bendigo and Ocean Grove? They had a draw when they played each other.
Scores were level. If you've got nothing else to do after this, go back and watch it.
36 apiece. A ripper of a match. Is he going to stop in time? He is.
David.
See just how many this is. This could be a bit of a number forming here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Greg Podesta with one bowl to come. I think he really feels much pressure. Greg Podesta, he's seen all this before. It's a happy hunting ground here. He won a Moama pairs. I reckon last year or the year before. Probably the year before, the more I think of it. Oh, it's a beautiful line. It's just got to stop. Oh, not quite. Free hit for David Daws, holding 4. Dean Jones is watching on YouTube saying, let's go Tally. A lot of support for Tally now. A lot of support for Kyneton.
All bandwagons, mate. Whenever Tally get a lead, all the Tally people come out to support them. Whenever Kyneton get a run on, all of a sudden it's all Kyneton.
Oh, Dave
I want to see a bit
Daws.
of loyalty. Yes.
Maybe, probably. Not maybe, definitely. Maybe, probably.
5?
There's a good chance. No one really wants to declare this head. Certainly David Kennedy for Kyneton doesn't want to.
You actually know that looking at the bowls doesn't make them any easier to measure.
Yeah, so there's 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, help him out, let's go.
And umpires are there to measure. Two of the most experienced in the business. That's Johnny Roberts with measure in hand. He's going to get a little bit of support from Bobby Carlson, both ITOs.
HOTTITO.
Now, before anybody says anything, yes, they are measuring bowl to jack. It's because the jack's in the pit, and that is the correct way to measure. Any other time, you go the other way. That's in, and that's in. It is a handful.
Boys!
David Daws picks up a 5.
That's all the Hannah.
It was very well played, and all of a sudden, actually, as I look around,
What do you see?
Robbo has just picked up another couple.
Oh, this is one-sided.
It's getting that way early, but don't count out. Our friends from KYNETON, 23-10 after 18 ends. We're here at Moama Bowling Club for the Champion Estate Pennant for 2025. Midweek section, of course, Moama Bowling Club, the home of the May Carnival, 10th to 18th of May. If you haven't got your entries in, head to the website, moamabowlingclub.com.au. Your chance to win $50,000 in prizes. And while you're there, you've still got 1 day left to get your entries in for the Over 60s Carnival for Bowls Victoria, held in Club Barrowman Surrounds. Promises to be a hoot of a time.
My advice, if you didn't go last year and you weren't sure, you'll think you've, maybe go into other bowls tournaments later on in the year.
Yep.
Come to Barrett.
Yep. Will you be there, Sammy?
I'll be there.
Yes.
You'll be there. No, who else? You know what? That doesn't even matter because we'll be there. That's all anyone should care about.
Correct. And we can say Club Barham is a magnificent facility. 2 greens undercover.
Yeah, on the river.
On the river. We'll have plenty of fun. Got some Roy Orbison tribute shows, Rod Stewart tribute shows. Plenty of nighttime entertainment along with some very good bowls and your chance to share in a huge amount of prize money. Which
Oh,
has
large.
just been increased, given the number of entries has exceeded expectations again. Not too bad from both leaders here. Well, it's the Robertson-Dawson rink that's doing the damage for KYNETON. Robertson leading Dawson 10-0. Everything else is coverable, but for KYNETON fans, we'll have to reverse that scoreline to get this one back on track. Still early days, where 18 ends through. Got the ends wrong on the scoreboard on the Matheson v Ryan rink. But they are correct on our scoreboard.
So that's a them problem.
Incorrect here at the venue, but I'm sure they'll tidy that up shortly.
They or them?
They them will do it. Grant Cobber Peters is watching on Facebook saying, go Tally. Very simple instruction from skipper David Daws to Mick Hannah. Draw that.
The Hannah on the backhand can sit the back bowls. We're not going to sit the back bowls, but if you run far enough, helping a lot.
The second shot was the call, so one the way of KYNETON, courtesy of Christine Plowman. She's bowling pretty well.
Well, KYNETON needed that, didn't they, next door? Vintage, once again.
Tree. Actually going very well there. There we go. Scoreboard in the venue now corrected to the right number of ends. Daws are just getting a little bit of assistance. Still one to KYNETON. Just joined us. This is a champion of state pennant here on BVTV. The final for midweek. TALLYGAROOPNA representing Goulburn Murray up against KYNETON representing Ballarat Highlands. David Daws is the man on the mat now, the yellow bowls. Not going to change too much with that. Apologises to his team. And Greg Podesta wants to come down and have a look. He's holding one. TALLYGAROOPNA currently leading 23-13. Nineteen ends gone, 45. It's David Kennedy and Greg Podesta. Just work out the shots. Greg sort of had it in his mind. And then
Yeah, he likes that. Obviously, the real danger is turning their own in. I don't see any harm in playing the backhand, maybe. I feel like that's the safer of the options if they are holding the one, which we think they are.
We're about to find out. Did you mean the left-hander's backhand?
Yeah.
As he is a lefty. He's going the forehand. Play backhand first. Switching over. Oh, mate, get out of the road.
Great shot, Manzi.
We have no idea.
Is this
what
Ash
happened
Rowan
there.
or not?
Yeah.
Josh Charles, hey! Wrong cheers from the crowd.
Well, it remains a mystery as to what happened there. I've got to say, players have been much better behaved this year than other years, particularly in midweek. All that for one down.
1K town.
7 ends gone. And this 15 end final. Greg Podesta's KYNETON rink has won 4. David Daws' TALLYGAROOPNA rink has only won the 3.
Oh!
But they did pick up a 5, Samwell, so they are in the lead, 7-6. 10-0 the lead to Matty Robertson over Conrad Dawson. And Matheson leading Mark Ryan 8-6 the way of KYNETON. So overall board 23-14 the way of TALLYGAROOPNA. 20 of 45 ends gone, and Mike Watts has joined us from Aberystwyth in Wales.
And what's he?
Damien Whitford watching on YouTube, just saying, Swooper, get out of the way of the camera. We all agree with you, Damien. Jo Whitehead's also watching on YouTube. She says she saw some of these TALLYGAROOPNA bowlers at the Vic Open this year, and they said they were very good then. We saw quite a bit of Mitch Sidebottom at the Vic Open.
Hey, yo, game on. I think.
Kyneton's on the board in the end rink.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they lost the opening 6 ends. They pick up a 4 on the 7th end to get on the board. They trail 10-4, and all of a sudden we're back to a 5-shot game, Samuel, 23-18. Swooper just edging in. A roll of Glenn Gascoigne for Kyneton. Afternoon to the Bendigo Gold Raiders. They've joined us watching via Facebook here on BVTV. Stream brought to you courtesy of the support of Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Club. They do straighten a little bit here. Oh, nice bowl from Greggy Rowan. Might be rewarded with shot. Close nonetheless. Christine Plowman just pulling her line slightly there. She's been pretty good today. She'll get a chance to correct next end. David Kennedy on the mat now. And a bit of royalty joining us in commentary. Darren Yates has joined in. Afternoon, Darren.
Afternoon, Tony. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here and offering your insights. Expert comments from Darren Yates here on BVTV. This is
the best broadcasting bowls.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Mick Hanna on the mat now. Oh, he's just pulled his line slightly as well, so that one won't have any drastic impact on this match. What have you seen so far, Darren? As you expect, or is there something that surprised you?
No. I think Robbo is using his almost a home ground advantage over there and going pretty well, I think.
Yep.
And the guy playing third for him, I don't know his
Brian
name.
Hogg.
Yeah, he's going pretty well as well.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Mm.
I came up against Hogg in the Australian Open last year in the fours. And fair to say, he taught us a lesson that day between their four. They did have quite a strong rink. Bradley Holland was skipping. Robbo played 3. Hoggy and Guy Madigan were the other 2.
Very handy.
Yeah.
And it is a lot easier to get beat than it is to win, isn't it?
Yeah, this is true. Oh, well, Mick Hanna finds a bit of good fortune there. Comes off the front bowl and gets in close. I don't think it's going to change too much. Still won the way of Kyneton. Halfway through the 8th end here of 15 ends. And hello to you, Lucas Protopappas.
Hello,
Also
Lucas.
collecting state titles last week. Well done to you. Good afternoon to you, Paul Finlay, watching from Mackay in Queensland. You would have seen a bit of Greg Podesta over the years.
Yeah, actually, Greg reminds me, I don't remember it overly well, but the very first under-25 singles title, Greg tells me he was a very young fella when I played him, He was only 8 or 9 or 10 or something, and I managed to get over the line by a shot.
Yeah, right.
So he says.
Well, if he bowled anything like that,
And
you can
he
see
did
why
very
he
well
would have
there,
given
didn't
you
he?
competition.
Great shot. Glad he did bowl like that against me back then.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, you run into Greg at Champions Week. He's a regular.
Yep, certainly is.
Mm.
As is David Daws, quite often see him around, obviously part of the region team.
Class player.
Yeah. He's a big man too.
A lot of class players on this screen.
Yeah, there certainly are. There's a number of titles. Various Vic Opens, state titles littered across this screen.
State players.
Mm.
Sort of been the best side KYNETON's had for a while too, I would think, just looking at it.
Yeah, and
Since the Ross Oliver days anyway.
fair credit to them for qualifying for Champion of State Pennant for both weekend and midweek. One of only 3 teams to do so.
Mm.
Certainly had a real resurgence, KYNETON, and good on them.
Yes. Lovely spot, actually. Good golf course there, too.
Yeah. Nice part of the world. Sort of halfway between Bendigo and Melbourne, you'd say, or thereabouts.
Yeah, pretty close. Probably slightly closer to Bendigo, I think. But
Yep.
Then I'm only tackle the northern suburbs of Melbourne anyway, mate. So
Greg Podesta has almost played the exact same bowl
Close
as his
again.
first. What a bowl.
oh, he's popped it.
Even better. Find out how many of this is. Bobby Carlson's paddling this match. He's got an eagle eye.
If this is not a thunderbolt, I'll be very, very surprised.
Yeah, fair
And
call.
I think, looking at those angles from here, that if he hits Greg Podesta's 2 bowls, that plant looks horribly close to the jack.
3 shots confirmed by Bob Carlson, our ITO. Anyone else want to be? Just jokes. All right, Dave Daws going with sizable 3/4. He's just going to.
Oh, what
wow.
a result. Good hit, but maximum result at the same time.
Correct. And this end will be replayed. KYNETON were holding 3. The David Daws drive finds the gap, misses all the front traffic, halves a bowl onto the jack, and jack is out of bounds. And,
Start again. No time limit, though.
no time limit, no. It looks like I'm going to be replaced in commentary by Troy Stafford, so enjoy the dulcet tones of Troy Stafford and Darren Yates.
Fairly close game still.
Yes.
Not a lot in it. Really, 5 shots, only 1 good shot, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
People say one end, but often you're right. It's one bowl can do it.
Mm-hmm. Little 3 down to 2 up, or
Yeah, it might not be little, but a large 3 down
Yes.
to 2 up.
Well, I'd be fairly excited if I could manage that, I suppose. But yeah.
I'm happy these days if I can go 3 down to 2 down.
That's why we don't skip anymore, though, isn't it?
No, that's it.
Yeah. Trying to read Joyce chicken scratch here.
Yeah, so that was Glenn Pousty or Posty. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
Okay.
This is Glenn Gascoigne.
It's got a good track.
Good correction.
Just.
Should be enough for shot. I think.
Oh, it's always hard when you.
The angles of the cameras,
angles,
and
cameras
things
and
like
things.
that.
Yeah, the side ones are actually a lot further away than what you think they are. Sitting when I'm sitting at home, you know.
Is that like the sign on the review mirror? It says things in your mirror are closer than they appear, or something like that.
Yeah, similar maybe.
Yeah.
And now the red light flashes at the in the mirror at the same time now as well.
Yeah.
When somebody goes past. But anyway.
And this is Christine Plowman. Just to make things interesting, she's got similar coloured bowls to the opposition lead.
Right.
So I will stuff that up.
Well, you can remember those. We've shot right so far.
Yep. They're a little brighter than the opposition lead Glenn's bowls, so that might be a little tell for us.
It's only going to get more difficult for viewing, though, I think, as that sun keeps dripping down.
Yeah, and it gets a little more challenging for players too, doesn't it?
It does. Yep.
Close to the jack here, Greg. Oh, that's excellent. So Tally got out, was nip and tuck, and then Tally got the lead, and Kynes just pegged him back.
Yeah. Well, I was in between me leaving my seat and coming over here. Robbo done a 4.
Yeah, so the last 3 ends on each rink have been 4, 3 and 1, all to KYNETON.
Okay.
Probably was an important time to do it as the game was slightly starting to slip away, but they've wrestled a bit of momentum back. They haven't wrestled the lead back, but they've certainly wrestled some momentum back.
Yes.
Momentum's so big in this sport, isn't it?
It's amazing, particularly when you've got, you know, if you're able to get on a roll as far as a team goes, you know, you get to yell out your mate.
Yeah.
You know, you might say, Robbo, great shot, and then, you know, you can go on to the next one and the next one, and it sort of, it does. It's really hard to play against too, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And if they are lucky enough, Robbo might set some sort of interesting new record.
To win midweek and weekend state pennant in the same year with 2 different clubs.
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting. Yes.
McKenna.
In the area too.
Just tidies it up a little bit.
Good shot. Greg's asking for a little bit of weight.
So you were saying when you got on the commentary that Robbo dropped a 4. What weren't
No,
you?
they were just, well, they
Just
were.
as you were getting onto commentary?
Yeah, must have.
Because he just dropped another 4.
Did he?
Yes.
That'd be 8 then.
In 2 ends. From 10-0 to 10-8. That's, you know, you'd be looking, if you're a KYNETON player, you're looking across at that and going, oh, it's getting ugly, it's getting ugly. But you see 2 4s and you go, we are right back in this game. And now the big board's all square because Anthony Matheson's already, also picked up a 1. So
Momentum.
So in 5 ends, they've wrestled, there was 23-10, and 5 ends later it's 23-all.
Amazing. Character.
Yes.
Although it's not 23-all anymore because Mark Ryan's leader's got the mat. So there was a score there.
All right, well, we better give Mark Ryan a shot.
Yep. Correct. You're very clever.
That's right. Oh, just a touch wide. There's a bit of breeze coming through.
Yes. It's southerly today. Hard had to get at this one.
Yeah,
For either team.
with that
really.
jack moving, most bowls are in the way.
Lots of blockers. Even the rabbits can't get in.
No. It's not easy to get around them and get back to, you have to get all the way back to the jack, but you've got to beat the bowl.
Probably got to stay on the green.
Not going to.
There's our paddler.
He might have given us an indication and we weren't looking, and now he's like, well, bad luck. I gave you your chance.
Right. Very harsh. Okay.
When nothing's changed, he's like, well, I don't need to tell you again.
He's probably right.
Bit of a stretch of the legs there from Greg. It's been a big week. Because
Well, he's had 4 days.
4 days, yeah. A lot of these, well, not a lot, but a few of these KYNETON players.
This is game 11 for him. 11 games of 15 ends.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
It is.
165 ends without dead ends and roll-ups. So probably more like 180.
And was here fairly early in the, early before the tournament, having a roll
Right.
too, I think.
That white one's one of theirs.
It was 2 white ones.
Yeah, the white one he turned up.
All right.
But I think it's one to that light green bowl, which is a tally bowl, and it is, thank you, Bobby Carlson. The one to tally, which when you're presented with a head like this, you'd much rather be holding than be down. There's some heads where you're not too disappointed when you're down because you've got plenty of bowls in the head or back bowls or whatever. But when there's the Great Wall of Moama,
It's a
you'd
cracker,
rather be
isn't it?
holding.
Absolutely.
Or is it safer looking for swooper through it?
Okay, so they must looking for, I don't know, he's looking
Looks
to
like he's going to. It sounds like he wants to play
play
weight.
weight. I would have thought that KYNETON have got the two seconds. Unless they're swooping to turn a bowl up.
Didn't do a whole lot. That's it. Bob looks fairly certain.
Yeah.
But they're measuring.
So maybe that was the, maybe they weren't certain that they were holding.
I'm going with Bob.
I would always back Bob.
Best in the business.
Yeah.
Good man too. I like.
Ripper. Yeah. One to you, Bob.
Yep. I don't know what they bother measuring for. You be looking forward to you going home this evening, Troy, or
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah, it's by the time we finish here and pack up and all that sort of stuff.
Don't want to be on these roads.
No.
And in the dark. It's a little bit dangerous. Those little fairy things that hop across the road are no good
Oh,
in this
mate,
part of the world.
I commentated a game, Friday night game, your son actually, at Whittlesea.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well, that's your fault for going to Whittlesea, I would have thought.
Sam wouldn't go, too scared.
Too scared?
And I travelled back and I put it in the GPS and it took me the weirdest way through the mountains and all through all sorts of things. My God, I've never seen so many kangaroos in my life. I thought I was going to be a battering ram and somehow I missed every one of them.
That's very good. Very lucky, but very good.
I know. What do we think Greg Podesta's saying to Glenn Gascoigne here?
Don't know.
I haven't seen it. I was in a meeting, unfortunately. I missed the first half of this game, and so I haven't really been up with the trends of it.
I haven't watched too much of this rink either, to be honest. I was just looking further across.
Yeah, if I had, I'd, you'd go, oh, maybe he's changed his hand. Maybe he's saying, look, don't be short.
Might have been just begging to get one close.
Yeah, or maybe he's just, I used to play with a guy who, when I first started, he was a very, very astute bowler and master tactician. Sometimes he just called me up and said, oh, what are you up to tonight? Just to, change the momentum of the game and maybe relax me a little bit and that sort of thing as a
have used that one.
Young buck, 15-year-old whippersnapper.
Find a cloud in the sky and ask and say that, don't you reckon that looks like an elephant or something, Really way out there.
Yep.
Just get their mind off the game for a sec. And it does work.
Yeah.
Because you can tie yourself up.
Yeah, you can get, sometimes it's that Yeah, great correction from Glenn.
good shot.
You know, sometimes you can get overwhelmed with things. It comes back to that saying, you know, you can't see the forest for the trees. You get overwhelmed and get caught up in the game. So just having someone just calm you or bring you back down to earth or distract you or whatever can be useful.
And there's probably 5 or 6 people on this green. It's been the biggest game they'll ever play in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would imagine. Might be more, might be less, but there would be a number.
Yeah. Being a state title with your club mates is pretty cool, I
It is
reckon.
pretty cool. Yeah.
The people that you've played 14 or in some areas 18 rounds, then these two would have had to have gone through playing area finals as well. And then 5 sectional plays up here. So it's more than 20 games together.
Yes.
Over a, I don't know, 7-month period or something.
That's right. We start back in
October,
October.
November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months. A long time to be together.
Yep. Hopefully you get along with most of them.
Yeah. Barry Fox saying nice to hear you, Darren.
Who was it, Barry?
Barry Fox.
Hello, Barry. I ran into Barry during the Australian Masters Games in 2009. I won't tell anybody that he won it and we didn't.
Oh, well done, Mick.
Good shot.
Good shot out of it.
Trailer jacket would be good,
Wouldn't it?
but miss narrow rather than wide.
Yeah, because you can land that bowl.
Absolutely, yes, you can.
The black one behind is Tally's, the one at...
What a shot, Dave!
Oh, what a response.
Scored it cold.
Brilliant.
1 red.
Now, McKenna's got to wrestle it back. He's
Got half a hope
not
too,
far
isn't he?
away either, Daz. He's got the bowl. Well played. It just locked, though.
Don't know. What's the paddler saying this time?
No, he's not going to do it
He's
while
on the
the
fence.
player's on the mat.
Oh, that's good.
He's going to wait. Now he's doing it. There we go. So he wrestled it back. And David trying to get it back off him. He might get it a fortunate way. Oh, nearly. Shane Chapman, who was part of the runners-up side for Traralgon, just letting us know there was a few roos on the way home on Sunday night.
You should have enjoyed the company of the Moama Bowling Club for one more night and went home on the Monday.
Yeah, that's a long way to go to Traralgon.
It is.
They did an awesome job, Traralgon, to make the final. Undefeated through sectional play. Well done to
They did.
all of Traralgon for that fantastic effort.
Trafalgar also just down the road. With a couple of bowls to go, they were on top of the section.
They were, yeah, you're right.
And they're not very far apart.
No.
I always get a little bit confused. Is that Gippsland or Strzelecki?
I do too, but there's Strzelecki.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. The Gippsland representative here was Lakes Entrance in the midweek. And in weekend was Painesville.
Right, was 2.
Looking for this bowl. He's got it, but what's going to happen to the jack? He's going to follow it.
He's followed it all the way through.
What a shot. That's replay worthy there. As Josh is all over it. Off the bowl, onto the jack. And then the other bowl just straightens him up and he just follows it. Wait for me, wait for me.
This is the orange and brown.
The orange and brown is...
Glenn.
yeah, so that's Didn't watch the paddler. I think we're going to see big weight from Dawsey. Bring the big bulldozer out.
It's got to be 10. It's got to be 2 shots anyway.
I think it would be.
Yeah. Because the yellow one's Dawsey's. How's he going to draw another one here, Troy?
With great difficulty. You're in here for your expertise, you tell me.
All right. Well, I'd play forehand tight, trying to get an inside rub. Or as Greg's playing, he's playing the backhand. So underneath and trying to get it,
left-handers,
trying to get an inside rub off the black one. Although he's just going back.
Go round the back.
Which is probably smarter.
Yeah, go around the back in case Dawsey's got a third bowl. So Greg's gone around the back and he's now waiting for Dawsey to play, and Dawsey goes, I'm out of bowls, mate. That's why I said in case he had a third bowl.
Yes.
It made you look straight up at Dawsey to see, has he got no bowls left?
Yeah. It was a very good back bowler Greg put in anyway, wasn't it?
Practice for later.
Yes. Yes. Who was it? Lockie Ty. You know, when people give their last bowl away and just hand it over, he was always dead set against that.
Draw
He'd
to
say,
somewhere.
find a spot on the green and draw to it and have a practice. Don't waste the bowl.
Yeah, my skip this year in Pennant, who's a newer skip, and Bo Simmons, he was like that. If I ever said to him, put in your pocket, mate, and he goes, he picks a spot and he draws to it. He'd never waste a bowl.
Yeah. Certain amount of logic to it.
That's it. Afternoon to you, Obi. I'm always waiting for you. He said, hi, Troy, wait for me. When I said, wait for me with the jack, the bowl chasing the jack.
Okay. Yep.
Always got to wait for him if you're going out for dinner. He'll always be late.
Always?
Obi, yeah, always.
No, better late than never.
Well, maybe. Good opener from Glenn.
Yes.
So Kyner in the lead.
They are. There's Hoggy again on the far rink. Played another cracker.
We had him on the stream earlier today. In the previous match.
Okay.
Up against Deer Park.
Deer Park, that was a surprise, wasn't it?
Glenn Gascoigne, 2 good shots. Well, I think them and Tally was always going to be a good battle.
Yeah.
It was probably more surprising they lost in the round before.
Yes, to Lake's entrance. Not saying that Lake entrance aren't good enough. It's just a fairly classy lineup.
It is. There's some
bloke
There's
that's
a
played
world champion.
World champion. Played a few games for Australia.
Yeah.
Other bloke played 300 games for Victoria.
Yep.
In the team.
That's
and
not bad.
Ray
Morrissey,
Andrew Myers.
Extraordinary amount. Well, Ray Morrissey and Andrew Myers were both in that side you and I played in.
Yes,
In the
I knew
Premier
that you were going to bring that up. I
Grand
tried not
Final.
to ever bring that up, Troy.
I know, we lost, but you know,
Yes, we did.
it just shows. And Panda was skipping that side, and was Radar skipping, or was he playing third?
No, he's third, I think. It might actually been third to Panda.
No, I was in that rink.
Oh, you
Brendan
were?
Hoey was third to Panda.
Oh, there you go.
I was second.
We might have skipped then.
Or was he playing? Who was the other skip? Was it Vito Rio?
No, he wasn't there, was he?
No, he'd gone, had he?
Yeah.
Probably would have been Radar then.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
Great
of the
shots
shots
from
were.
Christine
Not that
Plowman.
it matters. Memory's not as good as it used to be anyway.
No, that's it. I like the line that Greg played on that one, but just needed more weight.
Gets tougher. It gets tough. I think it's the toughest time to play now. Back to the sun end.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very glary.
Yep.
Very difficult.
Sun could be in their eyes there or no?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I find it very difficult. Of course, a bit like the memory of the eyes aren't quite as good as they used to be either.
That's it. Okay, so that's 4.
This is not short.
I'm surprised with that choice of hand and shot. Given that they're a few down, I would have thought the forehand draw would have been more on the equation.
Maybe a positive draw, like a foot.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
A foot or two.
But they're, you know,
Hole's not very big with a foot or two.
playing that in between weight and trying to navigate between 2 bowls. If you get between those 2 bowls, you definitely got something.
Well, yeah, but it just doesn't seem to be. Might be a backhand specialist.
Yeah, could be. He's played this one better.
Well, going on the last one, this is. Oh, he's dropped his weight.
That's theirs, and it's open that backhand side.
Now it's
up
a backhand shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Actually, it still doesn't matter, but.
Probably would look nicer on the backhand.
And it looks to be fairly tight.
It is, yeah, the tighter side, isn't it?
Particularly with a little bit of weight.
So KYNETON picking up the rink next door. We'll put that on in a sec. We'll just watch this bowl of Greg's. That's another. That was 2 to Anthony Matheson.
And KYNETON's won the end rink as well. I'm not sure how many it was.
There was a 1 to Conrad Dawson. All of a sudden, 4 in front.
Wow.
From 13 behind. 4 in front and holding a number here.
21 to 4.
If he's
The
under
run
this
is.
bowl, he's got it. That was their bowl.
Hasn't made the head any smaller. He's only still got one left.
And it's taken, there's nothing in the way now at all.
No. Couple of friendlies there as well. His weight was good. What would you do if you're Greg? I'd be normally trying to draw a front touch of you.
I would too. So long as they've got the back. They've got the very back, haven't they? So, yep, I would be just drawing another. Even if you draw a foot short in the way.
Yep. See if he can hide it.
He's
He likes
interested.
it. He's dancing. Oh, it's just going to cut on him. Oh, hang on.
It's turtled.
Oof. It's actually a
Blocks
reasonable
the
result.
jack. Does block the jack.
Does. Always better, I reckon, if you can hit the jack.
Yeah. It's certainly better if you can see the jack. So, but shouldn't bother Dawsey. Experienced campaigner.
Absolutely. Been around a long time too.
Yes. So he will be reaching, giving the bowl a chance. Plenty of bowls to sit on. He's close here. If he gets around, he's got the jack, has he? Piece of the front. If he misses the front, he would have got the jack.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's a terrific shot. It was a big number down. It's very, very important in the context of this match.
That was a great shot. Well done. Greg's not only got to skip the rink, he's keeping score as well up there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Welcome to you, Sumit, tuning in from Portugal.
That's a long way away.
Is that the home of Nando's?
Yes. Absolutely.
If you got anything to do with Nando's, Sumit, I think it's slightly overpriced.
Yeah, don't go there a lot, to be honest.
No.
If I was going to go that way, I'd be more of a Snitz man, I think.
Okay.
Best chips in the world.
Oh,
That's
that's a
it.
big call. Good opener from Glenn Pousty. Glenn versus Glenn. I think Glenn's leading,
You think
winning
Glenn's-
the leaders battle.
Yeah, it's going all right, Glenn.
Killing him.
Every end.
Every end, Glenn's won.
Yeah, no, that's another good one. Good answer, good reply. In the area.
That's all you need from your lead. Something close.
Takes the pressure off straight away, doesn't it?
Exactly. Just see when you get too wide, it just hangs
Yeah,
there.
there's a little spot there, isn't there?
It's unforgiving.
Does get a lot of use, the green too.
Yeah, it'd be a busy place, that's for sure. Yes.
Yeah, good pair.
Glenn
Well done.
outdraws Glenn.
Glenn got him again.
Well done, Glenn.
Well, there's actually two Davids, two Gregs, and two Glens. Easily confused.
One Mick and
And a Christine.
one Christine.
Here she is.
Your mate Hoggy drew the shot again on the
He's done it
far
again.
end.
Just he played well at the start of the game, I know that. I'm not saying anybody else played poorly, but he was the main reason that they were in front.
Hogging the limelight.
Oh, good.
Hey.
Hey, ching.
Craig was just
Good
he
result.
was trying to land that bowl. Probably less weight he would have turned enough to sit that. But not a bad result.
No, it's all right. Just put a bowl back in an area.
Because still the bowl in the head and yeah, one past the jag.
That's it. Don't have the shot yet.
I quite like this bowl from Christine.
That's a fantastic bowl.
And I reckon Greg Podesta would like it more than I do.
I think probably you're right. Yes.
It's a change of hands now. Mick looking for that port. Is he under the front one? Oh, so close. Half a bowl and he gets that.
Yes, that was a good shot.
What a terrific effort. So holding 2, 3 down at the back. Wise decision
Going for cover.
from Greg. Run for cover.
And the shot that Tally are playing it's not impossible. You know, there's lots of chances up there. And somebody will get it eventually.
And they've got the perfect catches for it. Oh, just a bit under. This might end up being another catcher, though. Got too much of that bowl. It's another bowl in the head.
Another bowl in the head.
Greg's happy with the
cover.
first one of David's being behind.
It'd be handy if you could just touch
Yeah,
Christine's
hide
bowl,
the
just
jack.
a hair. Yeah.
Well, that might get in the way.
Oh, that's not bad either. That's option B.
Yeah. That's a good bad bowl. Didn't mean to do it, but it's finished in a very good spot.
We'll increase the weight requirement again, I think.
Yes.
Somebody's going to go bang.
There's a few shots to Anthony Matheson. Yeah, it's another 3 to Kyneton. They've picked up 8 in the last 3 ends on that Anthony Matheson rink. Okay, big weight. Got something. Got one.
Oh,
One blocker
cherry-picked.
out. Cherry picked. What's that one mean?
Just one off the head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, when you've got a bunch of 5 there and you're just trying to hit the head,
Yep.
trying to get rid of a few, and you just clip one
Get
off
one,
and then
yeah.
spin off yourself, and it just,
Yep.
yeah, very frustrating.
After picking up a 3, you want your leader to nail the jack, and that's what Anthony Matheson's leader's done.
Actually, I watched a little bit of Kyneton in the previous game because they were playing against Jude,
Yes, your sister.
my sister, and that fella played really quite well in that game as well.
Right, yeah.
John, somebody's name is. Used to play at Sebastopol, I've been told.
Oh, okay.
Made a transfer across. So it looks like Kyneton have made a conceded effort as a target and recruited reasonably well, looking across the green.
That's a good thing. Dawsy going again. Not as much weight now because he's got a path to that jack. Oh, Mick's just going to block our
Come on,
view.
mate, out of the road, pal.
Little tight.
Might have got that one out of the count, though. Maybe.
Bobby C's going to let us know, I think.
Could be 1, could be 4.
2 and a measure is perfectly between 1 and 4 is 2.5.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. The maths teacher here. Not a lot of danger here for Greg.
No, open draw beats his last. Weight was perfect,
And
but just lacking. Maybe a little tentative.
he wasted all that weight in that blocker that he played before.
See, there's why you shouldn't play the bowl. You've used up too much energy.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Bo, if you're watching, don't play your bowl because it wastes too much energy.
That's right.
You won't have enough left for the next one.
Save it up. Particularly when it's hot.
We've just been a little distracted by this, and we didn't hear a big cheer.
6.
But I think Matty Robertson's just picked up a 6.
I thought I saw him signal with 2 hands.
That's huge.
It was very quiet though, wasn't it?
It was a quiet 6. Was it?
3.
Well, that's a 3.
That's half of 6.
Was maybe what makes me think it was quiet. Was it a bit of bad luck from Kyneton, and so they've just gone 6 because they didn't want to rub it in when there was a bit of
That would be the right thing to do.
unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be that.
Or an unfriendly. Would you?
Yeah.
Is that the right?
Yeah,
is that
that's
your
it.
term? An unfriendly?
Unfriendly, yeah. A nasty.
A nasty.
So that 6 squared it up, and this 3's put Kyneton back in front by 3.
And Glenn, I don't have to look because I know Glenn's got the shot on this rink again.
Yep. Not yet, he doesn't. Oh, he does. As long as it stops.
He's playing really good line.
Yeah, just needed a yard there.
Maybe that was the chat before.
Tighten it up. Don't be wide. Underneath here. Yeah, back door.
Good shot.
Beautiful weight.
I always think that's a little bit lucky, though, isn't it? Because you're not trying to draw underneath that front one that's nearly on the line, are you?
I do agree, but on a green that's fairly tight, it's probably less lucky because you are trying to play a tighter line.
You are.
And it's a better spot to finish there for Glenn Gascoigne.
He's just showing me that wasn't a fluke the first time. Yeah, look at this.
Darren said I shouldn't be doing that. Well, I'll do
I'll
it twice.
What would you know?
That's it. And Glenn Seditis, who's a Bolsvik staff member, one of my colleagues, says all this talk about Glenn's having shot is a very foreign concept to hear. I like it.
Yeah.
Well played, Glenn.
Yes. Good job.
Close to the jack. Just under. I don't mind that. 2 bowls sitting jack high.
Got to have a go.
Giving it a chance.
Just a little bit of a go.
We've had another one tuning in and saying hello to you. Not
Yes.
sure if you know him.
Right.
Jordan D. Yates.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Is the D for Darren?
Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Okay.
It was my grandfather's middle name as
Right.
well. Yes. He's doing me a special favour on the 7th of May that we can't talk about just yet, but he is doing me a special favour.
Awesome. Oh, this is... Oh. She got the jack that time, but she got the wrong part of it. Played 2 good bowls, gave him a chance.
Yep.
That's all you can ask.
And they're always there for later anyway. They don't go anywhere, do they, when you play them with good weight?
Yeah. But all you can ask is giving the bowl a chance, and if it doesn't work, it's just bowls.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
you know,
And the difference between obviously hitting the middle of the jack and the edge of it is very, very minimal.
yeah. That's well played
That is
from
that
Greg.
is a very good shot.
Makes it 3. Still 2 nice bowls to sit there.
Oh, I thought this one's a hope on an early... Oh, no.
Might hold for second. It's more of a draw
Yeah,
weight.
it is very much a draw weight.
Oh, it now gives them one just past
Yeah.
and some further past. So
Would have loved
not-
to have seen him two more foot on that one. Would have been.
well, especially on that line.
Would have been a hero if he had 2 more foot. Yeah, mate.
4-footed bowler.
Yeah. That's what somebody said to me the other day, take a foot off, and I said if I did that I wouldn't be able to stand up.
That's it.
Oh, this has got an extra foot.
It's a large foot. It's a Sasquatch. Cuts it back to 2.
But he got his own little...
He did. He got their closest one out. We used to have a guy at Yarra Glen who unfortunately had lost some toes.
Oh, okay.
And so affectionately, one of the guys used to say, Loser Schultzy. That was his nickname, this guy, Schultzy. And Schultzy was 1.5 feet.
It's terrible.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Playing Shane Smith for that.
Oh, yes. Warney.
No, not Warney.
Oh, no. What was his name?
Warney's
He was Shane.
Shane Manifold. Shane Smith is his nickname's One Day.
One day.
Because one day he was brilliant. And the rest of them,
Pretty ordinary.
yeah. Back then. But then he played, this was before my time there, and then he played 2 for me for a lot of years, and he helped me win a few games, so
Okay. Yeah, well.
someone's got
It's
to.
the way you handle your man or your players, isn't it?
No, he was good.
One person gets something out of a person that another person can't. That can happen
that's
too.
true. As it holds, oh, he's got enough of the jack. We ended up with too much of the jack, but it is better. Actually, that's their bowl, isn't it? That's David Kennedy's bowl. I didn't look at Bobby to get the thing. I think that's Dave Kennedy's bowl.
Right. I can't tell. They're all white.
I think. Oh no, that's the one with the green on it. It is, that's McKenna's. When you look on the screen, they look very white, but that's got the green fleck to it.
Oh, yes.
Dave Kennedy's are the bright white.
Yep. So this is
So
going to be
by
another one.
rights, that. Oh, stop quickly. No, Bobby's saying it is too.
Yeah. Greg's got a half reasonable. Oh no, that front one's going to make it a little bit harder. That one well short.
This is where I would want, and everyone's different, but I like my third to show me jack high with their foot. It just gives me a visual guide.
Yeah.
I like
And
that.
standing where second shot would be or something like that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's.
I'm a fan. Well, he's not drawing.
He's running the jack.
Interesting choice.
Aggressive choice.
Particularly when Dawsey's got another one.
I'm told we should have called the man with 1.5 feet. We should have called him Zimmel. Lactose intolerant.
Well, that's terrible. Who
That
come up
is
with
terrible. Bendigo Gold Raiders, which will be Mark Smith. He's trying to hide on something.
Trying to
but
hide
we
behind
know
somebody
it's you,
else.
Mark. We know it's you.
I'm a bit surprised there's Big
Better
West
wait
on,
here, Dawsey.
by the way.
Just hung out. We couldn't quite see it. We decided to
Might be a chance to.
arm in the way.
I'd say it's
And across the way, Matty Robertson picked
Another
up
two.
another 2. And Mark Ryan picked up a 2,
he did.
which has wrestled the lead
Back.
back to TALLYGAROOPNA, plus what they have here. This is nip and tuck.
Great game.
2. So
2.
that's each rink picking up 2s to give them from a 3-shot deficit to a 3-shot lead. 3 up, 9 ends to play.
Still anyone's game.
2 for the rink next door, 3 for the far rink, and 4 for our stream rink. Yeah, good call, Mark. He's not trying to hide. He's trying to advertise the VBL. New franchise into the VBL.
Oh, and what
Bendigo Gold Raiders.
Bendigo
replacing
Gold Raiders.
Bendigo East.
Okay.
Glenn's going to draw a shot again.
I'm available, Mark. As long as it's at Barham.
Yeah, I think they're at Barham. Available for...
Oh, manager.
I think he's managing.
Oh well.
They
caddy.
might need someone to cut the oranges.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I could get the drinks. I think I'd be
Yeah.
better at that.
Well, that could be a busy job.
I don't spill much. First bowl from
Glenn.
Glenn.
Swooper.
Just short again. Oh,
Glenn
better know his name was
Kousty.
Swooper. That would have been easier,
Swooper.
wouldn't it? Great shot.
Swooper is a... not sure why he's called Swooper when he's such a good draw bowler. The swooper.
Swooper. and
Swoop
he's-
through the head.
Yeah, exactly. And his bowls aren't turning that far.
No. There'll be another reason for it.
Don't know.
Glenn Gascoigne, he's played this well. He's turned it off the jack. Still down, but it's a lot better.
I think we'll just mention the sponsors of our stream. The
Yes.
Dandenong Club and Moama Bowls
Thank you
Club.
for that.
Or
Yeah.
Bowling Club.
Great sponsors of Bolsvik and assist us to bring the Champion Estate Pennant midweek finals to you. So a
From
big thank
the
you from the
Moama.
home of the weekend champion of State Pennant.
That's right, the flag's on
Moama
the wall.
Bowling Club.
That's it. And everything's gone fairly smoothly for you?
I think very smoothly. Club's been amazing. Workers, volunteers, greens have been sensational. Weather's been perfect.
Weather has been good.
Yeah, the curators of those grass greens do an amazing job.
Yes.
The greenkeepers.
And we have them like that all year. Very lucky.
Yeah.
My only complaint is it gets a bit hot.
Yeah, that's the greenkeeper's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a couple. We've got a member here that's a ploughman. I wonder if they're any relation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mick looking to get to that orange and brown bowl of Glenn's. They're holding 3. That one of Christine's is not a problem because if he knocks that, Greg's is going in.
Nice tidy head being built there.
Yeah, it's a good setup for Tally.
It's going to be some weight soon. Not this one, I don't think.
Unless David can just draw the shot.
Well, that'd be nice. It's actually not far away.
Just going a
Oh,
fraction.
no, that's a bit unlucky, isn't it?
The edge of that would have been fantastic. Jack Woodhouse, we do believe if Robbo wins, it'll be the first one to win the State Pennant Championship in the same year. Because I don't think any club's done it, winning them both in the same year.
I don't remember that happening, no.
He would be doing it with
Well, originally it
two
was...
different clubs.
when did the gender thing happen? What year was that? Because it used to be sort of weekend.
Men's and women's.
Yeah.
That happened in about 96.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, long time ago. 97 maybe.
What a shot.
You said there was weight that was coming, and weight
shot.
there has been.
Successful. Oof. Just missed that front bowl. Great replay.
Yeah, Josh does an awesome job on the replays.
Oh, you've definitely got the right ring. You wouldn't have to move the cameras.
No, that's right.
Very handy. They're looking. Robbo's just hit the jack towards the boundary peg. And they're deciding, oh no, Conrad's still got a bowl left. This is a bit shorter, this one, Troy, this end, is it?
It is, yeah. Yep. So another 2 to Mark Ryan's rink, picking up consecutive 2s. That rink with only one end to play does put Tally back out to a 5-shot lead.
Handy lead at this point in time, I think, 5.
How confident is Swooper?
He's going all right.
He pre-touched that. Left it on there.
Left it on?
Yeah, that is confidence.
Yeah.
He knew. Looking after his skip so he doesn't waste his spray.
Sprays his spray,
Yep.
yes. It was interesting, I was watching Potters, Troy.
Yes.
And Potters is the world indoor. And if they left their chalk on, nobody was allowed to wipe it off. It was declared as a non-toucher.
So then you've got to remember that it's not a toucher. Right.
Yes.
Interesting. Pete Williams indicating he thinks the gender came in 2003.
There you go.
You did think I was a bit early. So
I did.
I'd believe Pete Williams. Thank you, Pete.
Yes. I wasn't playing then. That was during a bit of a period
Oh, okay.
when I wasn't having too many bowls.
Glenn trails a jack.
What a shot.
Glenn Gascoigne trailing it for 2.
He was obviously starting to listen because we told him not to be short anymore, didn't we?
Yep, and
Yep.
not to be wide. So Conrad
great.
Dawson picked up a 2 on the far rink. Brings it back to 3, the difference. Have you got the weight, Christine? Kind of blocks that hands. They're not playing it at the moment, Tally, but maybe at some point. Don't want to block this off any more than it is.
He didn't like it when he let it go.
I think it's similar to his first.
Put his head down straight away.
Yeah, very similar to his first.
It's not terrible.
Good home.
Yep. There for Ron.
Yep, or Justin.
I haven't heard that one before.
Justin Case.
Okay, right.
Christine's played this one well.
She has.
Turns that bowl up onto the jack,
Oh,
makes
that's
3.
made it very difficult.
Do we see Big Wade again? No, not yet. Not yet. Oh, I put all my faith in Pete Williams, and he's just corrected himself. It was
Right.
2,000.
2,000.
That is a very good bowl from Mick.
He's cut one out.
Got one
for
at
sure.
least.
But makes it harder for the opposition to get more, doesn't it?
Yeah, they might have to change hands now. Yeah.
Good close second or third. It's just as important sometimes, I think.
Interesting, David stood on the mat, waited for the call, then turned around and picked his bowl up.
Right. Haven't seen that one before.
And then, I don't know if Greg changed the call, because I'm sure he said draw it on the forehand.
Well, he did.
So,
Hopefully he changed it, otherwise there's going to be an argument in a minute.
not sure.
You roll you, it's good. You sit in there, it's good.
Let's see if we can get Greg off the...
Really good effort. Draw here now, mate. If you end up here, it's good, but try and draw a shot. Good.
Thank you, Taylor. And she just confirmed that Greg did change the call. No argument required.
Beautiful.
Well, that's pretty close to where he asked for it. So Jake just asking a question on Facebook. This is champion of state pennant for the midweek variety. So the Division 1 winners from all around the state. Metro Division 1 winner. And then the Division 1 winners from each region across Victoria. 11 regional representatives and 1 metropolitan representative. We're going to see some form of arriving weight here.
They used to have this for the Division 2, Troy.
They
did. You know
did.
that?
They did. I played in it. How's this for a shot? How is that for a shot?
That'll do, he says.
That's a brilliant bowl.
He's a good shot. Perfect weight too.
Made use of, you talked about the importance of that Mick Hanna bowl, and he's made use of it. Yeah, I played in the Division 2 state pennant finals one year.
Yeah.
2007.
Right. In New South, they every division plays off.
Yes, they do.
Different system though, obviously.
Yeah, it is.
It's not going to make it, I don't think.
Because there's areas that don't even have Division 1 up there.
Yes. Yeah, I think, say something like Albury, I think they run it at Division 3 or did for years. I don't know what it is now.
Well, Albury, most of Albury's.
Well, now Albury's
big now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
They've seen the light.
Well, why wouldn't they do it years ago? Got to drive to Wagga just to have a game of bowls.
Yeah. You see the sun beaming in on the corner of the green, in between the green, the top of the canopy and the clubhouse.
Oh. What are we going to do here? We're drawing on the backhand, I assume?
Yeah. Nothing in the way.
He plays something similar to his last. He's got to be a chance, though, doesn't he?
It's not a bad effort.
He actually wanted a little touch off his own on the way in. Would have done it.
Yeah, he did.
Just a little.
Or if he'd missed that green bowl, he'd have got round that and counted.
Yes.
2 super bowls.
2 good bowls.
Over Daws.
The black ones, they belong to.
The black ones
Tally
are
Group
Tally,
as well.
that's Greg Rowan. Greg playing weight.
He's very accurate with it too. He
is.
seemed to when I was
No, he
watching.
is. He's got a good drive on him. Oh, what's that done? Was that made 2?
Maybe.
The last ball of David Daws. I'll wait for confirmation.
It's interesting.
Measuring for
when they measure now, Troy. For many years, we were always suggesting to the opposition team that wanted the shot that they had to get down and measure.
Yes.
You're claiming that you get down and measure.
Yes.
And I've been watching over the last sort of 2 or 3 years, and the trend seems to have changed.
I still adhere to what you're saying. So it made no difference, that one.
No.
1 to Tally.
But yes, and it seems to a lot. I don't know why. And I'm with you. Yeah, if you want it, off you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only when it's a measure for shot, then it's, someone's got to measure
someone's
it.
got to do it. Yeah.
But if you're holding 1 and you want 2, well, you measure for 2.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to matter the level either, because you know you watch a little bit of bowls and they did it at the BBL, they did it. You know, just doesn't seem to matter. He's swooper again.
4. Was that a 4?
4.
I think I heard the Kyneton yell out 4 shots. We'll wait for that to go on the board.
4 to
Kyneton, I believe.
right. Well, that's interesting.
I'm going to preempt it, and I'm confident that they've said 4 shots to Kyneton.
And they're measuring for more than one on the end ring, Kyneton as well. They've taken one out.
You pick it, mate, draw the shot.
3, 4. 4 it is. Guess what, Darren?
Scores a level.
Scores a level. 4 ends.
Well, they're not level now.
Left.
What happened there?
Oh, I don't know what they're doing. Because they've just finished, the far rink has finished an end, and Kyneton got another one.
So
Now they're in front.
Matt Robinson was very confident that he was only one down. He's gone up there and changed the board while they were still measuring.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
Mm.
I suppose you can just add another one if it's 2 down.
No, you suppose you can.
So, Kyneton leading by 1. Now, being the final, if this is a draw,
Everybody has to go back out.
they toss a coin to determine who gets the mat on each for all 3 rinks, not individually, but one toss of the coin, and they then all go back out and play another end.
Oof.
You had that before in a final? You have a
I've
Pennant final?
only seen it.
Right.
Haven't been involved in one as yet.
I've been in 2, and
Yeah.
one of them went to a seconds. We were split again after the extra end. We played in one this season too.
Well, our president was involved in a game like that at Echuca this year.
Yes, right.
And they had to play an extra end and lost by one lousy shot.
Yeah, it's hard to cop. I've been lucky enough to get on the right end of them.
Get there. Great. Second shot, mate. Well done. Over here, mate.
So, Tally holding 1.
Beat your own foot.
It's not one of those ugly heads setting up too, isn't it?
Yeah. You're right, Matthew. It is a humdinger. Just what you want for a final.
Correct. It's a lot better than a blowout, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So we can see what Greg's asking David to do. Find that hole. There is a path. One positive for Tally is the rink that's lost by 10 is now off the green. And the 2 rinks that are on the green are both in front.
That was always the instruction from the coach, wasn't it?
Get off early if you
Get
lose
off
them.
early if you lose them. Yes. Didn't always work.
No. Just
That was definitely one of my father's rules, I know that. I think all those back bowls are going to, I think I've got this feeling they're going to come into play.
all right. We can just see this sun is really annoying now.
Very difficult time, I would imagine.
Probably better to have it than not have it.
And it is one of those carpets that changes speed in sunlight. A little
Slows
bit too.
down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, well, why not? just trying to get to Glenn Gascoigne's bowl, and he's just past it. If he wanted to split the two of them, it would have been perfect. Is it going to hold?
Oh, no.
No.
But it's giving Greg some hope now, I think. Looks a little bit more attractive.
I think that was the tally bowl. Like, holding couple. Rodney Bates tuning in from Palm de Mallorca. So Rodney, who's one of our ITOs overseas on a trip of a lifetime with Deb. You've tuned in at a good time, Rodney. Excitement plus.
Sitting on the edge of our seats, we are.
Rodney's probably got a cocktail in hand.
Well, half his luck.
I know.
Might be a bit early in the morning, would it? What time is it in Mallorca?
It doesn't matter when you're on holidays.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any time's acceptable.
Oh, my theory is, actually, Scar from Essendon told me any day, anything in Y.
Did that get in the count?
Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Three. Oh, so, yeah, he's out of the way now. But there is a nice shot on there on the forehand.
I don't think he's going to play it, Troy. I reckon he's going to go a little bit quicker than that.
Okay. On the backhand.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a left-hander, so I'm thinking.
No, I'm wrong.
I'm thinking just arriving on the backhand.
Yes, I think you're right.
Needs it to hold.
He's going to get some sort of result.
He's got an amazing result.
Told you those back bowls are going to come into play.
You did. You tipped this. It's a little tighter than he wanted.
Well, just that the previous bowl from his third just sort of made the head just...
Yep.
Made it kinder.
That's what we talk about. Good third. Makes life easier for a skipper.
What still has he got? Just a draw shot?
Looks like it from here. Yeah.
Yep.
Too much in the way.
Not up.
Has it got the weight? No.
No.
I answered my own question halfway through it.
Just got to count the revolutions, Troy, on the way past.
So could be in Greg's way to draw another, though.
Yes.
He's got to avoid that one.
But he's really got nothing to lose, has he? He's not going to belt it up that far.
No, he's not going to be that far overweight. So the far end's got 3 bowls to play in their whole match. This has got one on this end and an end to go. We excuse them for block getting in the way. He's drawn another here.
What a shot.
That's 2.
That's a 5-shot conversion. He crossed over. He was 3 down and now he's 2 up. Very good. Big time skippers bowls at a big time moment.
3 up, 2 to play. 2 bowls left on the far rink. 1 for each skip. Unsure as to who's holding what. Can't see a jack.
I
can
see
just see the top of it.
I can see the jack.
Yeah,
I don't know who owns the bowl though. Robbo's is probably maybe 3rd shot, his last one. But there's the way they're discussing, and I'm assuming that Tally are holding.
Yeah, that's what I was
Otherwise, he'd
thinking.
be just walking up the other end, drawing another one, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Pretty good opener here from Glenn
it's just a
Gascoigne.
Great start.
That's exceptional. No chalk.
We waste a lot of chalk anyway, Troy.
Do we?
Marking a lot of touches that never finish up in the ditch.
Oh, it is chalk. I apologise.
Here comes Swooper.
Needs to run.
He's not swooping.
Unfortunately, he's stopping. Maybe they're holding.
Maybe
They
they
just
are.
said lovely and they clapped it.
Yes.
So Robbo with one to play.
Played some big bowls over the last couple of days.
Played some big bowls. Well, he played a big bowl in the last one to get him over the line.
Against Deer Park, 4 down.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
4 down on the head, 2 up on the card, more or less.
Trailed the jack.
On the result anyway, because they had to win by, Deer Park
Correct.
had to win by 12.
Yeah. What's Glenn Pousty got? It's a very, very good effort. Oh. It's so unlucky to turn it behind the jack.
You don't want to be doing that, do
It
we?
deserved better than that. So Robbo's looking to get a bowl onto the jack.
Oh, he was trying to make more.
So what is it? 1, 2. 2 to Colburn Murray.
And was disappointed.
Right. Won the diff. The draw is on, Dash.
The draw is
The
on. We're all
draw
back
is
out
alive.
again. Better go and tell them not to drink too much, Troy.
Oh, it's not my problem. That was my problem when I was coaching. I had to do that.
Yes.
And we're about a dozen behind. And I said to the rink that finished, I said, no more drinks because it's going to be a draw.
Oh.
And it was.
You preempted it.
I did.
Got out your crystal ball.
Yep. Yeah, they need to try and splash this jack.
They do. That sun's in a very ordinary spot there, Troy.
It's gone for me now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I asked for it to move.
I can't see a thing.
Greg Rowan, watch this. Little piece. What a shot. Still down, but geez, it gives him a chance.
Really admire these people that can do it under the pump.
Yeah.
I think they're worth twice as many good shots
Yeah.
under the pump.
So Tally one behind. However, they have last bowl of the match.
No, because another end. Isn't it?
No, this is the last end.
This is the last end.
This is
Oh.
the last end. They have
I'm
last
thinking there was
bowl.
another end.
No, because KYNETON won the previous end, Tally's got last bowl of the match.
This is not bad either.
If he runs, he gets the shot, and he's done it.
Oh, don't fall.
It's still going to be...
One green.
That squares it up as it lies. David Kennedy needs it to hold.
Needs a friendly.
Not going to.
And that's a swooper bowl, wasn't it?
Repeat the dose. Add a foot or two to give it a chance. Turn your own. Get back to the second shot.
Just now you're getting clever. No.
Oh. That's why I always feel when someone draws a shot, you relax a little more, and often your second one's short. So I think it's about, realising that I've got to either do the same or just add a little bit more, because I just often find that second one they drop it short. Just relax
I'm
too
always scared
much.
I'm going to break it.
Well, that too, but in that sort of scenario, you just got to give your bowl a chance.
I played bowls years ago with a bloke called David Stiles. And he
So
used to
did
say
I.
whenever you changed hands, it would drop short.
Yeah, I've heard
Anyway.
that too.
Yeah. Well, we should talk about the bowls, I think.
Greg Podesta, not quite wide enough.
No.
Weight looks to be good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
That's a swooper bowl, isn't it?
a tally bowl.
That's
I think
a tally
that's
bowl.
2.
That's 2.
Yeah. So they're holding match now. I do appreciate the fact that no one cheered that bowl in.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson for everybody out there too. Don't go clapping fortunate results or unfortunate results.
Correct. That's just sportsmanship.
Yeah, probably unfortunate ones are the bigger ones. I think.
Correct. But either way, you know, acknowledge when you're lucky, and the more astute player, they apologise or whatever. They kind of don't mean it, but it's good manners, it's good etiquette.
Oh.
David Daws has drawn another here.
Oh, he might move the jack.
Not going to. He's going to touch the jack.
Oh, what a shot.
That's 3. It comes down to this bowl, so they may not need to play their last bowl. That's what he'd be secretly hoping.
Correct. It's got to be, I don't want to talk very loud because he's just walking past, but left-handers, backhand, it's a much harder shot.
Yeah. Maximum pressure. Needs to perhaps get a piece of that bowl that's on the way in. When we come back to the head, we'll... So the bowl that's at about 11 o'clock. Deaf silence. Piece of that white one. Oh, what's going to happen? He gets his own, he's a chance. Oh, that's not theirs. And that is 3 shots to tally.
Tally have won 48-46.
What a game, what a finish. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024-25 midweek pennant champions are TALLYGAROOPNA. What an exciting finish to that game, Darren.
Awesome, wasn't it? Glad I hung around.
So for the first time in their history, we had a Moama first time they've ever won weekend pennant, and now Tally first time they've ever won midweek pennant. What a great game. Thank you to all our viewers for joining in. Thank you, Darren, for your special comments.
It's
always much appreciated.
And there's 12 people that'll get along for the rest of their lives.
Yep, they've got that forever.
They've got that.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
Awesome thing to do.
Absolutely. Josh on the stream, as always, done a great job on the cameras. Thank you very much. Bobby Carlson, who was our paddler for that match, and Johnny Roberts, our umpire. Thank you for all your efforts across the week. Moama Bowling Club, huge shout out to you for all your hard work in hosting this event, and then along with Dandenong Club for bringing the stream to you. And of course, thank you to all our viewers at home. That wraps this event up.
What's next, Troy?
What's next? Our next stream is going to be the final day of Novice Carnival, which will be in Shepparton in a couple of weeks' time or less than. So we will see you all then, and bye for now.